I thought that'd be a good
whatever, let's go.
Wait to give me sleepy eyes.
Welcome to the Ultimate Deck Show, episode 18, I believe, which is a big number for a lot of people.
Because you can start drinking.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, in a lot of places you can start drinking. Not here.
Not in the U.S.
No, here. Not in the U.S. It's 21 down there. What is it here? 18 or 19? 19?
Yeah.
Some Canadian provinces 18. Some Canadian provinces 19. All of U.S. 21.
Yeah.
Can shoot, can vote, can't drink.
Drive.
Can drive.
Get married.
All of the things you can do except for have a beer.
Can't gamble either, can you?
No gambling?
21.
No gambling?
It's weird.
No drinking.
It's weird how that's going on. Anyway, welcome to the show. Shane Chapman and Wade Loren here today. He's fired up, ready to rock and roll.
Have a big nap.
Haven't been drinking.
Yet.
But today we're talking about the Wolf Serenity PVC decking line. Now, wolves are hard to find sometimes because
They're sneaky.
they're forest creatures,
They're very sneaky.
and so sometimes you just can't just go find a wolf.
It's not good to find
Like
wolves
I've never
usually.
personally seen a wolf in the wild. Have you?
One.
One? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I've seen them on Twilight.
Ooh. I don't watch Twilight. Better chance that you'd see it there than me.
Yeah. Where I was going with that is you may not have seen this wolf before either. It was like a really long, drawn out, poor segue into the brand of decking we're talking about today.
You should do a section or a series where it's shorter.
Oh, we did one of those.
Oh?
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Deck Shop Shorts.
Okay.
We do that thing called Deck Shop Shorts. And so, yeah, we're going to waste a lot of your time today. And if you're not in, what was that?
That was a lob.
You just like tossed that one up there, hey?
Great job. Yeah.
If you're sick and tired of this already, check out the Deck Shop Shorts because it's like all the important information in 2 or 3 minutes as opposed to us wasting 20 to 40 minutes of your time here
Way less
trying
fun.
to be funny guys.
Way less fun.
So, Wolf Serenity Decking. So Wolf, this product is produced or marketed by Wolf Home Products, which has been around for 176 years. Do you know anything else that's 176 years old?
Abraham Lincoln.
You know
I don't know
of
that.
him.
Am I close?
Is
Who
he?
this?
Is that true? Would he be 176?
I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think he's older than that.
I don't know.
But he's so you answered
said it with
correctly
conviction.
then. He was
Boom.
over that. A long time, stuff has been around. Since before Canada was a country.
Not that stuff.
Well, not this,
The
but the
company.
company.
Yeah.
So they've been producing, maybe they had their hand in making Canada.
Probably.
They do a lot of things, all sorts of things. Kitchen cabinets, all sorts of building materials. They're in the industry quite a bit. But they also produce maintenance-free decking. And they have 2 lines, the Perspective, traditional wood plastic composite decking, and this PVC line.
Yep.
We really like the PVC line.
It's not that we don't.
I am sure that the Perspective decking is just fine.
Yeah.
But even they don't treat that one with all the same emphasis they do on the Serenity line. The Serenity line is kind of their flagship line.
It's a favorite child.
It's, yeah. Hope Perspective's not watching today. Or hurt their feelings. So
They already knew.
they already knew.
Second favorite child.
They always know.
Always knows.
They always know. So anyways, this decking here is a 100% PVC core to this board. It's a cellular PVC similar to AZEK or AZEK.
Fibron Paramount.
Paramount, Vecca. Like there's other brands of PVC decking. This is much the same. But the cap layer on this thing is made of ASA plastic, which doesn't mean anything to anybody. But the common tie into this to help people understand what ASA plastic is it's the plastic that's used in your car dashboard.
Yeah.
And so
That's
what
really
that
good.
well, it is good because like new car dashboards. Let's be clear here.
I was like,
Old car dashboards
I don't-
faded and cracked and they were shit.
I had an 81
I shouldn't say that.
Ford, an 81 Ford half-ton.
Okay.
That was my first vehicle. And I would not have wanted my decking to be made of what that dash was.
No.
It turned chalky. You could actually scratch part of the dash
Yeah,
away.
and then it would crack and there'd be like weird orange foam similar to what's in the middle of your crunchy chocolate bar.
Yes.
Like that would be
Yeah, yeah.
inside your decking. And nobody wants that.
No.
You don't want crunchy foam in your decking.
Nope.
So it's not that. It's like, it's the new age stuff. The stuff that doesn't fade and stain. So, well, I don't know, like this doesn't fade and stain. I don't know about dashboards. Have you ever stained your dashboard?
Nope.
So it doesn't fade. That's the point. And so, because like what plastic in the world gets more UV exposure than your dashboard of your car? Through a magnifying glass. So it's got to
good
hold its
theory.
color.
Right?
So same plastic, and that's the reason
Nailed.
why this stuff holds its color so well. So you do get a 50-year fade and stain warranty on this Wolf Serenity decking, which is new this year. They increased it. And you get a limited lifetime warranty on the product because there's no organic material in it, right? It's just plastic.
Yep.
So it's not going to break down. It's not going to go anywhere. So they have a variety of colors in this. They kind of separate them into two lines. There is the Seaside collection, which is a 2-color line. It's just solid plastic color.
Do you think people buy this color?
I do, not here.
I can't see that it's popular. We should see the sales splits on it. Somebody from Wolf should send us the sales splits.
Sure, I'm sure it sells. Like sometimes people would just want a plain gray or plain tan color. Like other brands sell these colors. Like Gravel Path from Trek sells and Rope Swing from Trek sells. So
Not
what do you
my
got to say
favorite.
about that?
I don't know. It's not my favorite.
Okay,
I'm allowed
fine.
to have a personal opinion.
Anyway, well,
Yep. And I'm about to. Here's
get-
the exciting gray color by Wolf.
you get your personal opinion here, because when you go home, it's gone, right?
That's right. As soon
Married
as I walk
guys.
in the door, yeah.
This here is called Harbor Gray. This is one of the 2 Seaside collection boards we're talking about. Now it is just a plain gray. Like it's not super exciting stuff. This is not the one that Wolf is known for. Like
Correct.
they haven't built a brand on this color.
Nope.
But it does have a decent little like texture to it. Some nice embossing. It's not super deep. So if you're looking for something that's just a little bit more, I like to refer to these as the painted board look.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something like that, your whole house is just kind of monotone color, and you want something to match that. Well, then this is it.
Yep.
Like on to the next. To your point, there's not a whole lot to talk about that. It's just gray. The
So,
other board.
to be fair-
you're not done.
This isn't a knock against Wolf. Because, like you said, everybody does it.
Yeah, and so that must say that people want it.
I just see.
Not everybody would do it if they didn't want it.
Silly to me. I don't know.
Would you repeatedly do something that nobody wanted you to do?
Yeah.
I take that back. You repeatedly do things that people don't want you to do.
Ernie.
Wife's calling again. She didn't want me to do that. Nope. This is the second color in this line. This one's called Sand Castle. And so it's just that typical taupey tan color, same embossing.
Looks like a sandcastle.
Without,
not as
like
exciting.
not as fun. If somebody said you want to see a cool sandcastle and they gave me that, I'd be disappointed.
Not Wolf's fault.
No. I like the name. It's a clever name for the color.
Clever
Okay,
name.
now, Wade, here we go, right? We got past the stuff that was like, nobody likes to buy the crayons that only have 2 colors in the box and are the boring ones. You want to get the pretty crayons.
Speaking of that, we have a pencil downstairs in the front desk. Have you seen this pencil? I believe that
I can't imagine.
one of our staff members brought it, and it is a crayon. Crayon.
You're a crayon guy, aren't you?
I think I was. And then I think I've changed it for TV.
Crayon goes in your vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Crayons, color on paper.
Crayon. It has 3 colors woven into the lead. And so when you write, it changes colors as you...
Yeah, so there you go. So
How exciting! This is my new one.
you can have plain color crayons, or you can have swirly color crayons. And those are way cooler. Nobody doesn't want the swirly color, unless you're like really, you're trying to actually
Professional.
color a picture.
Yep.
I don't know how good that analogy was.
Where do you
but
want to start?
We went with it anyway. It doesn't matter with any of the colors. There's 9 colors in the tropical hardwoods collection.
slouching.
And so these are the ones that have the beautiful coloring in it. This is what Wolf's known for, is this beautiful streaking color. It's not super aggressive, but it's there. It's pretty cool. So this one here is called Driftwood Gray. Now, if you're looking for a gray board that is Has a hint of a bluish undertone to it. This one is really, really nice. It's got some beautiful dark streaking in it. You got kind of multiple colors happening within this board. So the streaking is quite attractive on that piece of
Does it look good with this?
decking. No.
Right? So you can't even pair these with other things.
No, because I think this is a taupey grayish. Kind of like, these don't even complement things.
Oh, okay.
These aren't wingman colors. Anyway, that one's kind of like gravel path. You know, it's not a pure gray. If it was a pure gray, it might work. But as soon as you put that beside that, it pulls the tan out of that board, and then
Correct.
it's just like doesn't look good at all. But driftwood gray, fantastic. Look at the coloring in that. It's
a really good
It's
one.
pretty.
They've-
It's pretty pretty.
Pretty pretty. I have another color.
Next up.
I have another color here.
So Wolf is. Look at this one. I like this one a lot. This is a big seller right here, Wade.
Yeah, it is.
This one's called Silver Teak. Now this is the other gray entry, but it's that we like to call them dirty grays.
Dirty
Not
gray.
because of what they do on Friday nights, but more just because they're kind of an off gray. They've got like a tanniness to them. And it's like
No walk of shame for that
gray
board.
that's dirty. No walk of shame for this board, no. But beautiful coloring in it again. The streaking is amazing. There you can kind of see the comparison between the two grays. So some people are like, gray is gray. Gray's not gray. Gray isn't gray until gray's gray.
There's like 50 shades of gray.
50 at least times the sequels. So how many sequels are there? 50 Shades of Grey?
3.
3? So is that there's 150 Shades of Grey then?
You're on your own with that.
These are all gray.
Don't pretend like you
right?
haven't
So
watched
grays.
it.
I legitimately haven't.
I haven't either, but I know Bryce did.
No, I haven't.
Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. So there, like some
Three
like
shades of
grays
gray.
can be very different, right? So those are those.
The
aren't-
Ultimate Deck Shop
I'm not
is only
suggesting
two.
these should go together. I'm just saying like they're two very different grays.
Yeah.
This one's a big seller because this whole dirty gray thing is a trend. Like that's the color that's really crushing it the last couple of years.
Yep.
So that's a fantastic.
Where do you want to stay? I'm going to
Color.
keep these out because we'll be mixing and matching.
Oh, we'll be
Coming
doing
up
some
right
mixing and
away.
matching. Yeah, you got to mix and match. Now, while we're getting these next boards out, Wolf Serenity decking does not come with grooved boards. So everybody
Oh, yeah.
is familiar with the fact that most composites go down with a hidden clip system and they have a groove in the side. Wolf does not make the Serenity line in a groove board. You can get them in 12, 16, and 20-foot lengths, solid edge only. Now, they want you to fasten these boards down and not just use clips that ride in the groove because it's stronger that way and it limits the movement, the expansion and contraction of the deck board. So they want you to use a product like HidFast or Camo or Cortex or some sort of hidden fastening system that's actually going to physically, positively connect the deck board to your framing.
Yes.
No groove fasteners.
I think that's a good way to fasten the decking down.
It is.
It stiffens the whole structure, right? So then now
Adds
your
a
deck
ton
isn't
of
like
strength.
moving around.
So it's just that some people are like, oh, I was going to use, and like you could, you can put your own groove in there and use hidden fasteners if you're really hell-bent on it, but not,
Does it wreck the warranty?
not the easiest way. I don't know. I think they say you can do that, if I'm not mistaken.
So you
Hopefully,
can fire
we'll
up
get a
your
correction.
router table and push through 1,000 lineal feet of
If you wanted to, you could do
PVC
it.
and-
Yeah, if you
yeah,
were for some
no
reason
thanks.
insistent on doing it. So this color here,
Hard
this one's cool. This is a bit of a unique color. This one is called Weathered Ipe. Now, if you've ever
or ippy
seen, yeah,
or ipe.
yeah, whatever you want. If you've ever seen Ipe weathered, it looks like this. So Ipe naturally has that kind of pinkish reddish hue to it.
Yes.
And when it weathers, it develops that grayish patina, right? It kind of turns gray like cedar does, but better
Prettier.
looking.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of replicates that color in a like partially way there, like not all the way grayed, but kind of that pinkish undertone, but starting to go gray a little bit. It's a really cool color.
And I think they've nailed that color too, as far as like replicating weathered ipe. Some people try and do weathered
That's what I
ipe
mean,
and
yeah.
it doesn't, and they don't do a good job of it.
Yeah.
This really good.
Looks really good. Yeah, I like this color a lot. It's very unique. You're not going to find that kind of hue or color in many other brands of decking, so that's a nice one to consider.
Do we want to start like throwing pairs together yet?
Well, let's go through the whole lineup, and then we'll start mixing and matching and playing with things.
Sounds good.
You know. So this one, I like this one a lot too. It's probably the brightest, most vibrant board in their lineup. This is called Teakwood. So the coloring is beautiful in this. You get that kind of reddish, a little bit of reddish streaking running throughout it, and
This is replicating cedar.
Oh,
You think?
I was thinking more like teak wood.
Funny name for it then.
I
I think it looks like cedar,
it's maybe
like actual cedar.
so. Here, before I disagree with you,
think
I don't
we-
think any of these boards have ever actually looked like cedar. Like nobody's replicated cedar real well
Turns out
yet.
I'm not right here either.
No, I'm just saying, don't let me be the guy to agree with you because I wouldn't agree that any of them look like cedar. Like Western red cedar from Fibron doesn't look like cedar.
No.
Is there any other one? Like whitewashed cedar?
But what if you-
doesn't look like cedar?
Oiled cedar? Yeah, I don't know.
None of them actually look like cedar. This would be close, I guess. Sure. I'll give that to you. It's good looking, no matter what it is. I don't know.
Teakwood.
Yep.
Vibrant. Beautiful.
This one here is called Rosewood. We've got a couple scratches in our boards there. Oh, so the cool thing about this, to mention this, so like these samples have been in our showroom for a few years. They've been bounced around, tossed around, used, whatever. So they've got the odd little scratch on them. But this Wolf decking, as with a lot of PVC and composite deckings, you take a heat gun and wave it above these scratches and they disappear. So that's a pretty cool.
You have to turn the heat gun on.
We should do a video of that one day. Yeah, you don't just take a heat
magic.
gun, wave it above it, and it
Hey.
erases its scratch out of fear of being heated up. But no, you can wave the wand, like if it's not super deep, it'll erase the scratch. It's really cool. Wave the wand, the magic heat wand.
Yeah. Listen, I would have agreed with you until they had to put warning signs on coffee cups that said, "Caution, this might be hot." And now it's like society is just now at that level. So you can't just wave a heat gun over the board. You have to turn the heat gun on.
Plug the heat gun on.
Yeah.
Don't
Use some caution. Don't get too close.
Yeah.
Because it's hot. It'll wreck it.
Google common sense and then use that to take out the scratches.
Good luck.
Yeah. So this one's called Rosewood. Now this one's a very good match for that teakwood we just talked about, which we'll show in a bit here. But nice dark, deep reddish color. This one looks like pine to me.
Similar to Trex
kidding.
Lava Rock.
It's a similar kind of color palette as Trex Lava Rock for sure.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
Looking more like
Nice looking board.
a red Blau.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's kind of very hardwoody looking. Yep.
Hardwoody looking.
Up next. This looks a lot like that hickory board from Deckers the other day that I had
Yeah.
accurate descriptor for. A little bit of a pukey color. So this is Golden
I like
Cypress.
this more than the first two from Sea Salt Collection.
Yeah, I do think this is actually a nice looking board. And this is maybe more cedary looking to me than teakwood even would be.
Sure.
But very nice looking, not super popular. It's a bit of a muted yellowy color. I think it looks cool. It looks realistic to wood, but not super popular within our store.
Yeah.
But not to knock it, it's a cool looking color. You get
They've
some
done a
nice
great job
coloring
on
in
it,
it.
yeah.
But I believe even from Wolf, they say that that's kind of their slow mover, that color right there.
The dog.
The dog, as they call it, yep. Now this one here is your kind of light brown traditional entry. It's called Amberwood. This is a very nice color. I think this also pairs well with some of the other ones as well. But that light brown with some darker streaking, so it kind of balances out to be like, to give the effect of like a medium brown tonish board. So
Yeah.
looks quite nice.
It's really good. Zing. We should have got a cleaner board.
We're just about through it here.
This
That
one's
one's
not very
dirty.
clean.
This one can be cleaned. You're gonna sort through your pile and find a different one that will work for that. Now this color here is an entry that they just brought out. Was this last year or the year before? I want to say.
So like to us last year?
So this is called Wolf Onyx, and so this is a very dark, deep gray. It does have a very slight hint of brownish to it.
Yes.
When you see it against like a pure gray, it kind of has like a brownish undertone, but mostly just a dark gray. It can work with other gray boards as well. So very
This
cool.
is kind of driven by the Canadian market, I think, right? And
A little bit
Eastern
seems
US,
like, yeah.
Northeast US.
And so because of its dark base color, you don't see the variegated color running through it as much as
And
you
you
do
don't-
on the other boards.
Yeah, and you don't see the embossing very much.
Yeah.
Good
So, but it's a very good accent board. We don't see a lot of people using this on the whole deck, but they use that as an accent to other
It'd be
colors.
too hot, I think, if
Yeah.
it was on the whole deck, right?
Probably. It would be quite warm. Yeah.
All right, last one. This will be their most
This
popular.
one's a big one though. This is called Black Walnut. So this is a really cool, unique color. You can see the nice variegation in there. It's almost like a medium to dark brown, but almost like a grayish brown, if that makes sense.
Nope. It doesn't.
Okay,
try it.
and then it's got some black
We can
streaking
try
in
it,
it.
man. It's hard to describe.
But you know what I mean? It's got like a, I don't know, like it's not, like if you held up like a spiced rum, which would be kind of like a chocolatey brown,
Yes.
this looks nothing like that. It's almost got like a, not a purpley tint, but it's almost got like a winey undertone to it.
Oh, it's like a Cab Sauv.
Yeah, that's what I was
Why
going.
didn't you just say that?
I was trying. So very cool color. Again, we used a lot as an accent to a lot of these other colors. It's a very attractive looking color and very unique. Not a lot of other brands have a board that looks
Okay.
that same
Well,
kind
let's
of color.
leave it there. Let's go.
We're gonna start mixing and matching.
Let's
Let's go. What do we got with black walnut?
Amberwood.
This is an obvious one right away. This is beautiful. Now, if you're in our market in Saskatoon, our Saskatoon location has these two colors installed in the showrooms. You can see a full install on them. They look really, really great together. I like that combo a lot.
Yeah.
While we're at it,
Could do
oh,
this.
the golden cypress you want to bring out.
Why
hey?
not?
That could work for sure. It could. Absolutely. If you're looking for more contrast than what Amberwood's giving you, head up to
Boom.
the golden cypress and that'll do the trick as well.
So
Shuffle that back out.
What do you think of these? Do you think you could do something like that?
Sure, you could. If something, again, high contrast, why not? Yeah, that looks good. It's not for everybody, but
not for everybody.
It works. The colors work together.
We'll throw that one in.
Well, that one's kind of dirty on that side. That could also work.
Ooh.
Like you were talking the other day about a red
like
brick house.
Yeah.
Like this would be a red brick house option, right?
Yep.
If you're looking for those deep, warm, reddish tones, that could work very well.
Fantastic.
And it's
one
not as
happens
it's
quite a
not
bit.
as aggressive as having teakwood being so bright. This
Yeah.
one,
This
this one's a
happens
good
often
combo for
for
sure.
us.
Yeah, Weather Deep Black Walnut, great combo there too as well. Now, probably the most common that we sell would be what you're about to dish over here: silver teak with black walnut. So this is pretty nice. If you're in a gray market, that dirty gray with that brown but has like gray or black in it, they complement each other very well. Give a nice amount of contrast.
That's incredible.
I like it.
This is a good one.
That's so nice.
All right, out with the black walnut.
Taking black walnut away.
In
it's
with the
seen
other
its day.
accent board.
But did you see how many boards we paired with that though?
We
It's
did.
very
Plays nice with everybody.
universal. And that board gets paired with other brands a lot too through our
Yes,
store,
it
to be
does,
honest.
yeah.
So here we've got onyx. This is back to that dark picture frame color. Right away, again, we'll bring back silver teak because that's an obvious one again. If you don't want those brown tones that black walnut gives you, you can go more neutral grayish colors with an onyx and silver teak pairing. So that's a nice option there. I like where you're going. I don't know if you were going to hand me that one, but I think this could work.
I want to do this one.
We've never sold this combo, but that could be kind of cool. Onyx and rosewood could be a neat combo as
You
well.
bet. It'd be
Right?
really good. Modern house, right? Like a new modern white house with
Sure.
black.
Yep.
So it could be great. This is probably pretty common as well.
Driftwood and onyx, and so now you're going to start to see that brown undertone come out of this, having the blue
yeah.
gray beside it. You can kind of see it happen a little bit. So this could work for sure. Just barely though, right? It's just like it's close to almost
Yeah,
being
maybe
too
you need
brown
a
and
small
gray.
space between, and then it would work better.
Oh yeah, neutralize it with the white gap. There it is. Okay, and I don't know. What would you
This
do any
one,
of these
I
other
would
ones?
do this one.
Like this is a pretty neutral color, so it could work with a lot of them, right?
I would do that one. And then
There
that's
you
it.
go with
That's all I
teak
would do.
wood,
That's the last one I
and
would do.
there you go. Now let's show rosewood and teak wood together because you want to try that one? Grab rosewood back because I think rosewood goes well with teak wood. We've done actually some projects. That's kind of a cool look right there. That's not going to be for everybody.
So because of this.
But very, very high contrast combo right there. That's kind of neat. So, but this combo right here, I really like this combo. Boy, those two could even go together. But teakwood and rosewood, these two are made for each other. If you're looking for something with a high vibrancy, a lot of color, that combo right there could be quite good. So,
That's it. That's what we end on.
moral of the story is a lot of Wolf's lineup works well together. A lot of the colors kind of interact and they got a similar color streaking to it, so they complement each other quite well. Even though there's some very high contrast options in there, they all look quite good together.
And I think because of the contrast, it also works well with other lines.
Yeah.
Not that anybody wants to, like Wolf wants to sell all Wolf product and Trex wants to sell all Trex products, but they work great together, so why not just do that?
Yeah, the manufacturers probably don't want us pushing this all the time, but in our store we mix and match brands frequently. It's just if the color works,
The color works.
do it.
Yeah.
Like if as long as the thicknesses are the same and they play well together, I think you just go for it. You don't, in your house you might use like two brands of flooring in your house and they complement each other. It doesn't mean you don't have to use the same brand. I just don't think that that's a thing. But
Yeah. And so Wolf is good because they have such variegation through their boards that it's easy to pair a lot of their products with any other supplier.
Yes,
right?
and it's a nice square profile. It's 1 inch full thick, so it works well with a lot of other brands because most are 1 inch thick, but also it's like a nice square shoulder on it.
Yep.
So it butts up against cut ends fairly nicely. Some brands have a big radius edge on it. They kind of create a bit of a lip or a sharp edge, meeting a cut end, but not with Wolf. It butts up very nicely.
I also like that it's solid edge, 12 foot, 16 foot, and 20 foot. And so you have reduced waste. Lots of solid edge boards come only 20 feet long or only 16 feet long.
Yeah, and so you got a 12 by 12 deck, right? And you got to
ton of
buy
waste.
20-foot boards for your solid edge because that's all they come in with most brands. And it's like 20 feet, 8 foot in the garbage, 20 feet, 8 foot in the garbage. That's expensive to do that.
Yep.
So it turns out a lot of times that Wolf has those sizes that work for you or on stairs. It's just like sometimes you can be more efficient with your layout because all of the sizes are available in all of the lineup, in all the colors. So that's Wolf Home Products, Wolf
What else do
Serenity
they have?
decking.
They have-
Well, they make, like I said, the perspective. They also make railings. They do make railings.
Yes.
They also make kitchen cabinetry. So Wolf Endurance is a powder-coated aluminum
So they make indoor cabinets
and outdoor
and
cabinets.
outdoor cabinets.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool stuff. They've got quite a bit of stuff. Go to wolfhomeproducts.com, and they've got a wide variety of building products at their disposal. And so a lot of the stuff is licensed. They don't they're more of a distributor of and marketer of brands more so than maybe an actual manufacturer in a lot of cases.
Correct.
Their decking is one example of that. They don't actually physically make this stuff. It's they have it made for them, and then they brand it and promote it and sell it.
Yeah.
But it works great. Beautiful lineup. Very popular up here. The traction on it's really good. Like we mentioned, a heat gun can take out most minor scratches. The install is strong because you have to use some sort of screw-down system.
Positive connection.
Warranty's 50 years. Like, you're in good hands when you go with Wolf. Plus, they are a smaller company, so you
Yeah,
can't.
it's very family.
You can't find them everywhere, but because they're a smaller company, they're very accessible. So if you have problems, you're not calling typical. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but their reps are very hands-on with their contractors.
Yes.
You have somebody to call that's going to take care of you personally, kind of thing. You're not just phoning a call center somewhere and kind of getting lost in the mix. Very personal touch with this company. So.
And I think that they understand that it is a customer-driven industry. So we had an issue with some fascia that happened, right? And this happens with all PVC products. There's a little bit of a air gap in the middle of it. And so we sent some fascia out. It expanded the middle, like the gas in the middle of the board released, and so the fascia bubbled when the sun hit it. And without question, our rep said, send the customer whatever they need.
Yeah, fix the problem now.
Fix the problem.
We'll figure it out
today.
later. Yeah.
And so we did. We loaded up some material. We ran it to the contractor. We fixed the problem right away. And then over the next couple of days, we visited with Wolf, our rep, and we tested some stuff. We got some numbers out to them. They were able to recall some material.
And they made it right with everybody.
We got paid for our time. The contractor got paid for his time.
Yeah.
It was how it should be done.
It was a great customer service experience.
What's wrong? Okay, and it wasn't like, well, that's maybe their fault because they fastened it wrong and they didn't use the right screws, or it was like, solve the problem.
Yeah.
And with me, that was like that. Immediately, they gained tons of, like, whatever. I don't know what you call it. It was like I respected the way they did business.
I was
even
looking forward to
more.
what you came up with there.
Yeah, it was good, right?
And then you bailed on it, though. You're just like,
Accolades.
then you
is what I was
described it
going
and
to
said,
do.
yeah, okay, sure.
Right? It was just like they handled it right.
Yeah. So you may not have heard of Wolf. That's very possible. You may not even have access to it in your market. That's possible. But if you do, it's one that you should consider with confidence. They've got a great warranty, great team, great product.
They've been
It's
around
very
forever.
in the markets where they are. They're very popular. So
Yep.
they consider themselves a challenger brand. They call themselves. They're proud of that moniker.
Yep.
So they're going after the big dogs, but they're not trying to outspend anybody in marketing. They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to run kind of regional, good products, good service, and grow their brand that way. So,
Yeah.
Good strategy. Anyway, if you're interested in this summarized, we have the Deck Shop Shorts. Also, check out the Ultimate Deck
Did you even
podcast.
say that right?
You've already made it to the end.
Deck Shop Shorts. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the right time to pitch the short form version. But what if somebody sees this and then down the road is like, I need a refresher?
Forward, forward, forward. That's probably what happens. They're like,
Yeah.
you didn't say it right. Deck Shop Shorts.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, that too. So, but if you want to continue with more content of ours, we produce a lot of different things, one of which is the Deck Shop Shorts. But also the podcast. Follow us on Instagram. We're on TikTok too. They can follow us on TikTok. But make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because you just never know when we're going to upload more videos. Take care.